The ribbons round your garden gay, the sum in colors bright and gay, of every lover that you wanted yet still sent away. And every moment brings a revolution to your waking mind. It's sunny, then it rains again, you see, and then you're blind.
Gone. Now, right above the plants, I'm starting with sweet potatoes, and they're just simply started in sand, and they'll sprout, and then I'll wait till they vine around until May. This is actually about the second weekend in March, so I started them a couple weeks ago. They weren't sprouting very well, so I had to raise the temperature. That's why I've got them sitting up on top of the lights. You'll notice I've got a 2x4 here that runs the full length so that they're not resting on top of the lights. So if you do anything like this, don't put them on the lights and smash it down. Okay, here we are. I'm going to water the sweet potatoes a little bit. The sand dries out. It's hard for me to tell how much water to put in here. Actually, I've got 3 potatoes across each one of these dish tubs. These are just dishwashing tubs. You can buy them almost any place, I think. And you can see that you can actually raise a sweet potato in your window. Just put a couple toothpicks in it, put it halfway in a glass of water, and raise it that way. So what I had to do is, I had to put plastic over the top of the potatoes in order to raise the temperature. You see, I'm using the heat from the fluorescent lights, raises up, but it's hot enough now. It's about 80 degrees. I raised it up to about 85 to get them to begin to sprout, and now they're going pretty good. And so you need warmth in order to get them to sprout. And so you don't plant them until about the first weekend in May, when it starts to get hot enough. They're a tropical plant, and so they just don't grow well until later. And they're really easy to grow. You take them and when the vines will go all over the place, you cut them at 1 foot lengths, and then you stick the bottom end, the end toward the sweet potato, in water. And so you got all these little 1 foot pieces of vines sticking in water. In 2 or 3 days they'll root. When they've rooted, they're ready to plant. And they're easy. They're easy. Sweet potatoes don't require much intelligence, so I do real well. Thank you. Okay, here are the sweet potatoes that we started earlier. And you can see that there's actually about almost 60 individual sprouts. If I can get them twice as long as they are right now, I'll have 120 slips for sprouting. And then underneath you can see I have my peppers and eggplant growing. And so that's it. Well, here I am out in Niles Garden. It is May the 14th, and I am cutting off shoots from these sweet potato plants here, and I'm cutting them off in about 1 foot lengths. And then, as you can see up here on the rim of the cold frame, I've got them stuffed in quart jars of water, and in about 5 days they'll root. There's some more there. Looks like I'm out of 3 sweet potatoes, I'm getting about 15 to 20 shoots. That doesn't count what's still left on the vine there, coming out of the sand in the potatoes. So we'll see how many of those render us total. I've got 3 of these things full of the potatoes, so that would 9 sweet potatoes in all. Okay, here we are at Niles, and we're putting these, stabbing holes in the paper through with the little shovel. rocking it back and forth and making enough room. We've got a shoot of sweet potato, NC, North Carolina Japanese, NC Japanese. I don't know how I got that name, but that's what it's called. And so I'm moving my finger, getting the roots close, the dirt close to the roots. And so that's all we do. Go down and put them at 1 foot centers. And here's another one. I'll probably get 2 more in this bed, and we're done with this part of it. So here comes another one. John has brought me another one, and here it goes. Does it have fungi on it? Okay, thank you. I got that one. All right, here it goes. So in the soil, and I've got this weed barrier on here to get kind of discourage the bindweed. Amen. Okay, here we have the bed of sweet potatoes with straw on top of paper, on top of soil. We put a little bit of nitrogen fertilizer. Actually it was alfalfa underneath. Here's one of the next bed over. We're going to plant sweet potatoes over there, but we don't have them in yet, so that'll have to be tomorrow.